I used to believe this. I was living on a ball covered in water, spinning at 1,000 miles an hour whilst travelling at 67,000 miles an hour, chasing after a fireball that is travelling 450,000 miles an hour. Have you seen outside, mate? Pretty chilled, isn't it, considering I'm spinning and flying through space at the same time? You don't understand the scale of the Earth, mate. You can't feel anything because of the scale. Okay, maybe that's so. Maybe I don't feel anything because of the scale. Still a bit far-fetched though, isn't it? Wouldn't everything make a lot more sense if we were just still? You know, yeah, they say we are the perfect distance away from the sun in order to allow life to exist. If we moved just a little bit closer, we would be burnt to a crisp, and if we moved just a little bit further away, we would freeze to death. Pretty neat, isn't it, that we stay the exact perfect distance from the sun as we are both zooming through space? What are the chances of that? I'm sorry, yeah, but I'm calling bullshit. In fact, the more I look into the heliocentric model, the more my bullshit alarm starts to tingle. I used to believe everything I was taught about the universe, the planets, space, but then it dawned on me, I was taught. Who taught me? I'll tell you who taught me. The same exact people who control me and make my life miserable. The same people who enslave me with a financial system. The same people who poison my food. They were the ones who taught me that this was true. And they didn't just teach me once, no, they drilled it into my head from a very young age, over and over again. And so I believed it. But as I've grown older, I've come to realise that the people that run this show are evil deceivers. They lie about everything in order to satisfy their evil agenda. I know this, and yet for some reason, when anybody ever mentioned flat earth to me, I would laugh in their face and say, "Flat earth? You fucking idiots!" It seemed flat earth was a conspiracy too far to me, but then I met somebody who encouraged me to research it with an open mind. She said that was the most important but difficult thing to have, an open mind. We have been so brainwashed, so indoctrinated from such a young age, it is almost impossible now to research flat earth with an open mind. For the mere fact I would be ridiculed by society, my friends, my family. That was enough to stop me researching flat earth with an open mind. However, if you are able to approach it with an open mind, you have won the hardest part of the battle, because once the open-minded research begins, this falls apart. It took me 6 months of open-minded research before I went, holy it's not a fucking spinning ball. And now I'm not brainwashed anymore. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. People walking about upside down. Water bending, which is impossible. Look at the horizon. The water is always clearly level. When does it start to bend? Gravity is the only thing that makes this model plausible, and yet gravity is just a theory. A theory that a force sticks water to the bottom of a spinning globe. Sticks cargo ships to the bottom of a spinning globe. And yet little birds are not affected by this force as they fly upside down above the ship. It just don't make any sense, and yet people defend this model with everything they've got. People get offended as if I've called their mother a slag. No, I just said we ain't on a spinning ball. People get nasty, they start name calling. Didn't you listen at school or nothing? You fucking stupid dick! Well, I did actually, and that's why I've been brainwashed for so many years. Took me ages to undo all the damage that those bastards did, but I got there in the end, and I sincerely hope you do too, although you're probably thinking right now about how to insult my intelligence in the comments. Fire away, I'll put the most creative insults in the next video. However, if you've got anything positive or constructive to say, I want to hear that too, so please let me know in the comments. It's actually mad how rude and horrible people are to flat earthers online. We're just human beings, mates, human beings with a different opinion to you. If I didn't listen in science at school, you didn't listen in how not to be a at school. I'm not horrible to you. I'm not calling you stupid, even though I do believe what you believe is stupid. But it's your opinion, and you're entitled to it, and I respect that. And in fact, I understand why you believe it. I used to believe it. Just as I was, you have been deceived. And when your beliefs are doubted, a severe defensive response is activated. Your dad should have worn a Johnny! Get flat up! It really does send people crazy, and I think this is the consequence of indoctrinating people with a false understanding of reality. The idea that their understanding of reality is wrong is too difficult to comprehend. What the people who are responsible for this have done is pure evil, and I will not be horrible to anyone who is still a victim of this deceit, even though they are extremely horrible to me. Get flat up! So, to wrap this up, you are probably wondering what it is I believe. What is this place if it's not a spinning ball flying through space? The answer to this question is, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure anyway. That is where I'm at. Yes, I have some theories that could be correct, and I'm open to any other theories put forward. But all I'm certain of right now is that this is a lie. But why would they lie? Thank you for asking. This is what I think. The people that control this world are satanic. They worship the mother fucking devil. Now, I wasn't too into the whole God, Satan, religion thing until I went down the whole Freemason rabbit hole. And to be fair, I still don't consider myself religious. I've always believed there's a higher power because I used to take a lot of magic mushrooms and I felt God's glorious love. However, as I've grown up, I felt myself more and more detached from this love until basically it doesn't exist anymore. And that is because these satanic have made it this way. They ban psychedelics and give us alcohol to keep us away from God's love. And when I say God, I don't mean a bearded geezer in the sky. And when I say the devil, I don't mean this geezer. It's higher powers of good and evil. And the people that run this world worship the higher power of evil. This reality could really be the most beautiful, enlightening experience if God was allowed to thrive. But this is Satan's realm now, and we are just cattle being farmed for our negative energy. This is why the cancer rate is so high and always will be. This is why there's a mental health crisis, and this is why there's so much poverty and suffering. The satanic f***ers have designed it to be this way, and these same satanic f***ers have taught you that we live like this in order to keep you from discovering the truth. That we live in a world created by a godly power and life is supposed to be beautiful. They tell us everything just came from a big bang, and that the world was roamed by dinosaurs, but they all died because a massive asteroid killed them all. And the same thing could happen to us any day now. There's always some talk of how some massive global disaster is going to kill us all. They push global warming on us by using little Swedish actor girl to install a fear into us that we are heading towards extinction. So much so that if I put a plastic bottle in the wrong recycling tub, I convince myself that I'm adding to our demise. And yet they fly around on private jets whenever the they want. We are being mugged off, ladies and gentlemen. They want us to believe that us humans are the dominant species on the planet, when in fact we are being controlled and enslaved by others. Who the others are is up for debate, but whoever they are, they have built a prison-like world for us to live in, to exist, to suffer, to feed them with our negative energy. They f***ing eat our kids for f***'s sake. Why do you think there's so many pedos? It ain't all about sex, they're feeding on kids' blood. I'm fully aware this sounds absolutely mental. When I first heard it, I was like, no, but done a little research and it turns out it's f***ing true! Whoever these bastards are, they come from lands beyond the ice wall. We ain't allowed to explore Antarctica. All the countries signed a treaty. I wonder why that is. And they make us believe this, so we never understand the stuff I just told you about. We're basically a human farm. They're farming us, people! They're f***ing farming us! Why do you think everybody's so depressed, poor, sick, confused, scared? We are being f***ed in the arse! And this is the foundation of the arse. Understand this and everything else becomes more clear. They are lying about where we are. Does the idea of that not infuriate you? Because you probably think I'm a crazy flat earther, but what if I'm right? I know you're thinking you're not right, but what if I'm right? But you're not right. But what if I am, motherfucker? Listen to me, because I believe I am right, and a lot of other people are waking up and thinking the same thing. So as time rolls on, there's going to be more of us. Somebody said to me the other day, there's no debate. There is no flat earth debate. Well, how is that so when you believe we live on a globe and I believe we don't? When we argue, what's that called? There is a debate, it's happening, so strap in, because this ain't going away. They are lying about where we can explore. We shouldn't be exploring that way, because we can't get out that way. We need to go that way. Or that way. To the lands beyond. Extraterrestrial. That's where they're f***ing coming from. All these UFOs are just coming over the ice wall. Wake up, motherfuckers! I am not paranoid, and I am not a flat earther. For one, I don't know where the f*** I am. I could be on a f***ing triangular mcdingly boongly. And two, that term flat earther just causes people to take the piss without thinking properly. If you feel the need to call me something, to label me something, call me a spinning water ball flying through space chasing after a hot fireball denier. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and fondle my bell. And let me know what you think about what I've said in this video in the comments, whether you want to call me a CUNT or say something polite and constructive. Either way, I want to hear from you. So let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next video. Mwah!